SVTV Africa Entertainment Redefined. My name is simply DJ Nyami. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media handles. SVTV Africa, your entertainment Redefined, the best online TV station. There is a trend going on around the world, but it's all about DJs now don't play full track. They play music less than 1 minute, under 1 minute or 30 seconds. That's what a lot of them do. When you go to parties and you're jamming with your friends, you go to pubs, clubs, and you're jamming with your friends, you end up fading the music in, fading out, fading in, fading out. And this has been a problem. They worry most of the musicians, they worry most of presenters, they want some of the sound engineers. And SBTV Africa, we took this upon ourselves to go out to speak to some of the DJs, make we know why some of them they do this. So make we hear why some of the DJs they do this from the DJs themselves.
For me, I don't like the vibe. You know, I feel say it be wrong because a lot of people they go through stress to record them songs and all that. But on the other hand, I feel say times change. You know, because if you look at back in the days, artists like Snoop Dogg say something recently about rappers way now they rap and most of whatever they talk, they understand basically. So when he say that, then I ask myself, say no, back in time, back in 90s and then in late 2000s and all that, then we have artists called Bone Tax and Harmony. They do the same thing. We never hear what they talk. Anybody way music back in the 90s, Bone Tax, you go understand. They talk stuff we need to hear. Busta Rhymes, even it got to a point he was rapping like that. Now, if you talk about Migos rapping like that, and you need to understand, it be time. For me, I don't like the vibe, but if you look at the feeling, and if you look at the crowd, as a DJ, I know say most of the DJs, you go look at crowd and know what kind of songs you go play or when to drop the songs and all that kind of thing. It be in a way I feel say times change, and currently, if you blame some of the DJs too much. But on the other hand too, yeah, I feel say when I say no good, that be what I mean. But when I say you good too, that be the explanation I gave you, But currently, I think DJs need to understand that you have to leave a mark there. You have to leave a mark, not you playing today, looking at maybe some events they do in December and you want to prove yourself, or events they can't do, all these events they do for the various venues, and then you feel you won't prove yourself. You have to leave a mark and be able to stay as a legend. Because when you look at somebody like DJ Black be one of the DJs that they respect a lot. He's been there, done that, but he still they play. That be what the DJs for sit down and ask them myself, how come this guy still they play, still do the business inside? And mind you, back in the days, DJ Kwame too, he used to, all this cut thing, they do back then, but they still try stay relevant. And that be what a DJ for asks himself. You have to do it when it's necessary. That's the bottom line. You don't just do it because that is your trademark or you think that should be it. You have to do it when it's necessary.
What about those? I know so you guys they play parties, and what about those they play for radio? You think say radio, it be good say if for the cut like we already talk.
No, radio there is out of the question. It's when you do that on radio, it's suicide. Cause radio be for not radio is big. A lot of people, you have no idea the people that they listen to radio, or when as a DJ when you are on, you have no idea people that they listen to you. So if you want to do that on radio, trust me, I'm sure your programs manager will come and tell you, look, you know what, you can't do the next gig or whatever. As for radio, there's out. It's a feeling though, but you need to control yourself. Just like human being, you controlling your temper. It's a feeling, but you have to control yourself. You don't just do it. Like I said, you have to do it when it's necessary.
This issue has been an issue we've been talking about it quite a time. Sometimes we'll be clients who have issues like that. You realize that back in the days, in the clubs, there were things like that going on. and also, of course, on shows as well. But I think I realized that for some time now, it's actually been something that is going on everywhere, and it's becoming a problem because playing music and then playing it on a very short notice, let me say a short like 30 seconds, it's not something that was bad, but it depends on the type of event that you need to do that. Perhaps a show, you can do that, but you can't be playing a corporate event like a party. You see, people intend to just miss the whole thing. DJs just play this type of way everywhere, and for me, I'll say that is really bad. For that one, is very bad, but it might depend the type of event that will allow you to do so. If for that reason, fine, it's cool. And also talking about musics that you play them at let's say 30 seconds and 1 minute and whatever. There are certain musics that, trust me, after 30 or 1 minute, whatever follows is the same thing, a repetition. So as a DJ, you should know, you understand. But some of the DJs also intend to let certain musics find it hard to play to the end, you understand. I will actually blame that to most of the new DJs though, because they learnt it, but maybe they felt they were actually adding something to it, and then it's becoming a norm. And I think we should really take a very good look at it, because it's becoming let me say a vibe that you need to do it. You need to be part of it. You understand? Everywhere, whether a party, a funeral, like it's crazy. It's really crazy.
What about talking about all these things? What about those who play on radio? Is it advisable for you to be playing short, not playing the full track?
You see,
and cutting it and all
yeah,
that?
like I said, like a weekend, like a club weekend event on the radio.
On a radio, yeah.
Yeah. You see, what happens is it always depends on the type of program you're doing. Like, let's say I'm being invited to come on radio to play for the weekend, and they expect me to just showcase my DJ skills. Of course, I have the right to shorten some of the music, you understand? Because it's all about showcasing.
So what about if you are playing drive, you are playing mid-morning and all that?
I think if you're playing drive and mid-morning, I don't advise, because the music itself on that time, for the driving, and it's all about people really having time to really listen, sit or drive and listen to you. And I feel you need to let the music actually breathe, you understand? With that it makes sense. But music itself is very unique, and trust me, if you find yourself in a descending listeners, you need to let the music breathe, you understand? If it is a show where you're being given 10 minutes, 20, 15 minutes to do something, they are just giving you a short period to actually fuse music. And for me, you can do that 30 seconds, 1 minute and whatever, but you don't get to play a gig where you have all the hours to do your thing, and then you're actually playing as if someone is chasing you. So it's a diverse conversation that we need to tackle it from both sides. Yeah.
We have different sets of DJs. It's different from when you are DJing at a party outdoor or DJing at an event, and it's also different when you are in the studio, that's in the FM station DJing. Now when you are in the FM studio DJing, we call something presenting. That is where you present the song, and when you're presenting the song, you don't play the song for like 1 minute or 30 seconds. You need to play the song, acknowledge who produced the song, the artist, year of release, and any other information that is relevant to the show that you are running. As against you being at a party, I mean, you need to excite the crowd, because those at the party are not ready or not have that patience to wait for you to play the song, let's say 3 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever the duration of the song will be. You need to excite the people. That's how come DJs want to use their craft, their art, to make party people enjoy the mix and cutting of the songs. You understand? So if you understand the craft and if you understand the art, that is how it's going to be. It is not a bad thing to play at a party and to play for 30 seconds, 45 or 1 minute, but just about exciting the people and for them to have fun. So like I said, it's different.
Okay, let's bounce back. You being a radio DJ.
Yeah.
You said something like presenter, but I want you to tackle on DJ.
Yeah, sure.
So playing radio stations, a lot of these DJs have been doing it. they don't end the music. They don't end because I know radio is listening.
Yeah.
They don't end the music. They play the same as they are playing like parties
No, that's
and
wrong.
weddings.
That's wrong because, like I said, there are different types of, and you see, it also depends on the kind of program that DJ is hosting. For instance, if you are targeting the program to be a party program, like a Friday evening, you are putting the people in a party mood. So the feeling is also a bit different because you're trying to carry or raise their mood to prepare them for, let's say, a nightclub or Friday night out and a Saturday evening outing. So that is how it is. But when there is a presenter presenting the music, the song, then the dynamics changes. So I think DJs should also get a difference. I mean,
have you been to any program or have you listened to any station they are playing your favorite music and less than a minute, maybe there's a particular part that you are waiting for, they change it? How do you feel?
Yeah, that's what we call the hook. I mean, and most of the time that is where the DJs will target. I mean, when the hook is coming, they either stop it for the people to sing along or want to bring in the next song. And so when you calculate it well, even though it will be painful because you're waiting for that particular hook to sing along, he brings in that other song, which is also exciting. So you end up, instead of probably complaining, still love the other song that will come. So you realize the people will shout, hey, yeah, and they say the DJ is good. If you are playing at a party and you play like you are in the radio settings, people will go out feeling like the DJ Charlie is boring, he couldn't do anything because they were expecting a little bit of a touch to the playlist or the skill of that DJ. So these are the dynamics. I don't see anything wrong with it, honestly, but we should also understand that the work comes with various forms and creativity has to come to bear, exciting the crowd, and I mean the setting as well also counts. But for me, if I'm presenting, you need to go to a certain, I mean, when you have gone through the mill, as in being educated on how to present music, you know, what do you call it, beginning of the song, you know, you have the chorus, the verse, the verse, exactly. Getting to the end, 30-40 seconds to the end of the song, whatever information that is in the song has already been communicated. So that is where the DJ can come in and do his backhand or whatever outro. You understand? So it's allowed.
Depends on, let's say, the party, how they start. If the party they start, let's say you get DJ go warm up the party, go play the full song. But then if the party catch some vibe, we need a DJ where we feel hold the crowd. You say maybe go drop the song, some part where they beat. I beat about it talk. Some part of the song, maybe some lyrics where they beat, then you cut them out. Then go put another lyrics where another dope tune where go follow. That's what me I see. But when they see say DJs they cut the music, nobody say we start the song they play, no, they will cut the songs like that. But we get DJs where they go fit start the party with the warm up, go play full song, anyhow. But if the party catch some vibe, that one the I be the bab like.
Make I ask you, if you play full track,
yeah.
It make the people make boring.
Sometimes if you play the full tracker, sometimes it gets boring. Sometimes it gets very, very boring. So sometimes the people now go complain, na DJ they born you man, like, you know, it takes time for them to change the song. But then not be all the DJs they do so. But then sometimes when it cast some mood, like let's say for example, if you go big show concert where DJ for come warm the crowd like with the dope tunes. I be what are you talking about? Yeah, with some dope tunes, but if you not play them full, maybe some part where it go on, then just go drop that part.
What about you listen radio stations and things? You think say radio stations for play just like the way you could play for club, play for party, for
nah,
the music 30 seconds.
Radio there. If you listen the song, so if you play the full version of the song, then they mean on radio. If you no cut that one, let's go depend on the party, maybe the program where they host on the radio. Maybe it be party jam where you get some maybe 10 minutes to to perform on the radio. That one day you can do that, but then most times radio they are not say they play longer version of the songs. Yeah.
Okay. Charlie, nice talking to us.
Yeah,
DJ K Crack.
Yo, Mr. Nami.
First of all, I can think the crowd itself betrayed the DJs, because I've been to the situation where you go to the club where they'll tag you with the name because they say this DJ is not a mashup or something. They have the way they will call you. They may even make you feel like you're offended. But I feel like if you're a DJ, you need to respect the song yourself, man. Respect the music, respect the producer, respect the person who created the song and everything, and let the song breathe. Because if you're playing the song and then you just cut it off, I mean you're not respecting anybody there. You're doing it for your own good, not for the sake of the producer, for the artist and all that. But the fans themselves, they're the cause of all this. So I always give the blame much to the DJ most of the time because they find themselves, they feel like the guy who cut the song fast is a sharp DJ, is a mashup DJ or something like that. But
have you had any experience talking about like you being going to club and kind of like?
Oh, I've been to I've been to the place here. When I went, one time I went to some place and I was on a queue actually going to the venue. While I was outside talking to the bouncer is trying to organize us to go inside. The DJ played about 10 of my favorite songs.
Less than?
Within a 5 minutes, like the guy's
like
playing more than,
minutes.
yeah,
10
bam,
songs
back
already.
to back, and it's going. So I'm in a queue and the guys play all my biggest anthem that I want to listen to when I get to the club. So I was asking myself, so when he does that, when I get in the club, what's gonna happen? Are we going to start the same routine again? And then if another DJ goes to play there, he's going to start from the top, playing those same songs, so we listen to the same series of music or for what? But I mean, I think the DJ themselves, we are the controller. If we can control the crowd and decide, nowadays I've decided my music, I respect the music. I play house music a lot. And the house music, there's no way you can cut them.
Okay, back to radio. That's why we're talking about parties, club. But back to radio. Is it good for a presenter or a DJ on radio to be doing the same thing as we're saying, like cutting the music, playing less than
it's
1
more
minute?
it's more like a presenter talking over the lyrics. That's the same thing. You're not respecting the music. Let the music flow. So why do you want to play the song in a few minutes? You're cutting. Why? Everybody knows how to mix. If you're transitioning, they're good. DJ Nami, everybody knows you. I listen to you something and I'm like, yo, I love your trance and everything, the way you transition your music and everything. So if I know you're skilled and you're playing a song from Adonai by Sarkodie, I want to listen to the song. There's a particular point of the song because each and every song there's a particular point of key on the song that's somebody's favorite in there. Do you understand? Okay. Yeah, so don't tell me that you just start the song and you're cutting. But everybody knows DJ Nyam is a professional DJ. He will mix it very well. So why can't you let the song breathe? So I think the DJ, ourselves, we should be the controller and make it happen, man.
Me, I'm a DJ as well. I'm not going to blame other DJs for cutting the music, too quick. Because some time back, people, they regard, the people, then they cut the music very fast as dope DJs. If they play the music for long, they talk, say, oh, this DJ, the ball, this DJ, especially for the clubs, if you go to the pubs and all that, they play the music for long, they say, oh, the DJ, the ball. But then, if you cut them, let's say within a minute, you play like 5 songs, they say, yeah, this guy, actually, if you play 5
Within a minute?
Within a minute, yeah. DJ go fit play 5 songs, because a song will be like 20 seconds, or let's say 10 seconds. You go fit play like 6 songs, you understand? Yeah, so, it don't be the DJ in fault. Sometimes, the crowd, they might respond the way the DJs they cut the song very quick. Okay. It depend on where they play for. You understand?
What do you mean by they depend where they play for?
If I play for the club, I feel I don't need to play the full song. You understand? Yeah, probably.
Why? Because
the crowd will like hear some side of the song, probably the hook or some verse where it catch. You understand? If I play on radio, I go fit decide I will play a full song. Maybe I get some segment that they mix. I go fit decide say what I go play just a minute out of the 3 minutes of the song. You know what I talk? Yeah. So it depends on where they play the song. Don't matter say if I always play the full song, we know they mean to say the song the ball or something like that.
Some people we ask them they talk say if you play for radio there you for make sure say at least the music you play more if it be 3 minutes, you play like 2 minutes there. Has to be radio. That what we agree with those people they talk to because radio be listening as a lot of people they listen, but you know be your party where you where you see the people, but radio they for which make the music end.
Okay, I go fit talk say it depend on the day they listen radio too. You know if you compare Monday morning to Friday night, you understand? If I play on a Monday morning, I go fit decide I go play the full song. But if I play on a Friday night, if you know people they can't go down, people they them are right inside, they want high up before they will go catch the club or wherever they go. So Friday night vibe be different from the Monday morning or any other day. You understand? If they play in the afternoon too, it be different vibe. So me if I play on a Monday morning, depending on the song too, I go fit decide I go play full song. If it be Friday night, for that one people they jump. I go fit still decide I go play full song or cut them short. Then play the next one, you understand? But on a Friday night, I would like play them short. I don't go like play full song.
It depends on the time they give you for air.
For air, yeah, for air.